This is Rural Roots Canada, Calgary Stampede edition. I'm Craig Lester.
And I'm Kara Oosterhouse. Wow, what a great few days it's been. It's been some wonderful weather, a little bit of rain, but I mean, it can be so hot this time of year, but the excitement has been incredible. We saw at the sheep shearing, it's just been a lot of excitement here.
Yeah, the excitement was just bouncing off the walls in the Victoria Pavilion. We had people from around the world. The Aussies were yelling, Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. And down at the end, it came down to two competitors, and Kara managed to catch up with both of them.
It was a face-off of veteran versus rookie at this year's finals of the North American Sheep Shearing Championships. Mike Pora of Australia and Timothy Wright of Michigan met in the finals. Pora, the defending champion, took the title again. Mike Pora says this year's win at the North American Sheep Shearing Championship brings even more satisfaction than last year's win, adding he has worked very hard to gain the title. Pora came out of retirement last year to come and compete at the Calgary Stampede. He has spent the past 12 months of training both mentally and physically for the NASSC, as both speed and precision are vital aspects of the competition.
A lot of mental training. Every time you're shearing a sheep, you're thinking as though you're on the stage in a final. You're shearing all year and you're getting your gear, and I brought over the right gear for these sort of sheep this year. You've got to have the right tools, so I made sure I brought the right ones, and yeah, they got me through it.
Timothy Wright, runner-up in the open competition, was more than excited to have achieved the spot he did. At the young age of 23, with only 4 years of training, he never thought it was possible to get to where he has.
Oh, it was really fun. I was a little pleasantly surprised. So I just went up there after I made the semifinal and thought, what do I have to lose? So I just sheared as hard as I could, and it was fun.
Wright adds that he has his mother to thank for his success, as she was the one who signed him up for shearing lessons after his family couldn't find anyone to do their own sheep. For more on this story, go to ruralrootscanada.com. For Rural Roots Canada, I'm Kara Oosterhouse, getting to the stem and meat of agriculture.
Ag for Life is an Alberta-based charity. We deliver agricultural education and rural and farm safety programming. Learn about our upcoming program, Alberta Open Farm Days, at albertafarmdays.com.
It should be noted the competitors in Team Cattle Penning Open class are separated by mere seconds. Another event, very close, Vintage Tractor Pull. The drivers have just come into the Calgary Stampede. They're competing at the Dome, and Kara managed to catch up with a first-time driver who was already trash-talking ahead of heading into the ring.
Welcome to Rural Roots Canada. This is the Stampede edition. I'm Kara Oosterhouse, and today we have with us the winners of the Team Cattle Penning. So I guess first off, what made you guys get into this?
Our dad was a cattle penner, and he kind of got us into the sport. We had a horse that we were all really loved, and then he told us he'd sell him unless we started riding him and penning, so pretty much got us into it, and we were hooked after that. Justin and I, anyway.
And that's for them, and then we have ranches right next to each other out in BC, and we stopped by one day and they were out practicing, so I jumped on a horse and tried it with them.
So what's your favorite part about all of this?
It's the people, for sure. The people that you pen with and compete with, and coming down with these guys and winning with them means a lot more than, winning with anybody else, really, so.
I'm a big fan of the road trips. It's a lot of fun watching movies and whatnot.
So where have you guys gone the furthest, I guess? What's your favorite place you've been?
Here, for sure, here. Yeah, the Stampede's the best penning every year. We look forward to it all year, so it's always nice when you can win it.
How many Stampedes have you been in?
Probably like 8 or 9.
Yeah, something. 2006. Yeah, so this is our 10th, I guess.
Yeah.
I had to miss one, so 9.
Okay. Awesome. And I guess, is there anything else you'd like to add about this and the whole experience?
No, I can't really think of anything. It's really nice to win with these guys, like I said, and it keeps you coming back for sure.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much. This is Rural Roots Canada, and I'm Kara Oosterhouse, getting to the stem and meat of agriculture.
We're hoping that the biggest thing people are going to get out of it is the ability to meet all the different sectors and parts of the beef industry from across the country in a truly national fashion.
Welcome to Rural Roots Canada Stampede edition. I'm Kara Oosterhouse. Today we have with us Terry, and he is at his first vintage tractor pull. What can you tell us about it? Why did you get into this?
Why did I get into this? Well, I grew up on a farm back in Ireland, and as a kid I drove forts and majors on the farm, and left the farm when I was 18 and came to Canada, and never seen a Fortson Major till about 10 years ago. So I'm kind of going back to my childhood, I guess you would say. I always had a soft spot for these Fortsons. My dad had Fortson tractors, and I'm retired and needed something to keep me busy, so I do vintage tractor pulls now.
So how long have you been working on this tractor?
This tractor was restored about 8 years ago.
And they say every tractor has its story. What's this tractor's story?
This tractor is a little unique as far as Fortsons go. It's got a gas engine as opposed to a diesel engine. Most of them came out of, all the tractors were built in England back in from the early 40s up to 1964. That was the last year they made Fortson tractors. And most of them coming out of that factory were all diesels. And to have a gas Fortson is pretty unique. I have not seen another one in Canada, and I don't know of any other ones that exist, but there may be some around.
So do you see yourself looking into any other tractors and fixing any other ones up?
I do have a Massey Ferguson, which is a little bit of a collector tractor as well. It's a Massey Ferguson 98, which was only about 500 of them ever built. So I use that one for my big tractor pull, then the heavyweights.
I guess, do you see yourself doing tractor pulls in the future?
Oh yeah, I'll die doing tractor pulls. This is what we live for.
Okay, that's it, and that's all. Thanks. This is Rural Roots Canada, and I'm Kara Oosterhuis.
Wow, what a great story. Kara, what else jumped off the page for you?
You know, I think just how all these animals, how well they're treated and trained, it's incredible. The passion and all that goes on behind the scenes that we just don't see. It's amazing.
That passion continues throughout the Calgary Stampede, and we'll be bringing you these stories, including in our next episode, the BMO Farm Family Awards. We're in Olds for Summer Synergy, and we also talked to a competitor in the Cowboy Up from Sylvan Lake. That's going to be a great story. So until next time for Rural Roots Canada, I'm Craig Lester.
And I'm Kara Oosterhuis, getting to the stem and meat of agriculture.
This has been a Rural Roots Canada production.